world. I don't even know where to start, to be honest. It wasn't supposed to be a filming day today, but I've been putting it off for too long now. To say that I had a shitty week is an understatement. I had a disastrous week. Officially, wrote it off to being one of the worst weeks this year so far. Hopefully, it's gonna stop there. Something happened in my life, something terrible. I had to make a really, really difficult decision, a really tough one that I know is for the better, but when you make it in the moment, it's really hard. It breaks you from the inside kind of decision. Because of that, my whole week was just I was feeling really terrible. I'm not gonna talk about details. I'm not gonna let you in on that we're not that close yet. Maybe when I'm over it a little bit, I will discuss it in detail at some point, but I'm still sort of going through it. What I wanted to talk about today is going through it sober. So if you know me personally, if you know me in real life, if you know the kind of person I am, even if you've been following my channel for a while, I feel like I've talked about it indirectly, or I sort of touched on that in some of my videos, but I never addressed it straight on. So I have a kind of addictive personality, right? My whole life, all my early 20s, the way I would deal with shit would be to get drunk and forget about it. To get drunk and mute it, get drunk, get high on something and push it down so it doesn't bother me. This year, I thought to myself, okay, it's a new year, new V, new Heike Barb. I have to learn other ways to deal with things that are more healthy, that are not gonna harm me in the long run. And so before making that decision, I was sort of realizing that, okay, I might have to go through it sober. I'm not gonna allow myself to just get off rails. What's the saying? I don't remember. I hope you understand what I mean. It's not gonna, okay, I remembered. It's not gonna derail me. Yeah, or I'm not gonna allow myself to derail me to the point where I would go on a fucking bender again and be drinking every day for the next couple of weeks. And I made that decision consciously, and I knew it was gonna be really hard. And it was. But I'm definitely proud of myself that I didn't drown it in alcohol. I didn't really, I wasn't trying to escape all these bad emotions, all these sort of bad feelings. That's a tough one to share, but I feel like I cried a bunch of times for the first time in a long time, and I was sober. Because usually, I would get drunk and emotional and sentimental, and obviously that would sort of induce a lot of tears and drama. But to be honest, I don't remember the last time I cried so much sober. It was really hard, but it was also liberating because I knew that whatever's coming out of me is pure. It's not diluted by alcohol in a way. It's coming out of me. It's not induced by alcohol. And it felt good. It definitely offloaded some mental and emotional turmoil that I was going through. But that's just hard. I fucking hate it, when you make a decision of being a more conscious, mature adult. In the beginning, all the firsts, this is going to be the first time I will push through it sober. Ooh. It's so hard, but then it's really rewarding in the long run because I feel like I already had those moments of enlightenment where I would tell myself, okay, whatever I'm going through right now is normal, is human, and I did make a conscious decision to go through it sober and not drown it in alcohol, and I am going through it and I went through it, whatever not tantrums, but whatever weak sort of moments I would have, where I would break down in tears. I knew that it was my way of dealing with it. a very pure, human, undiluted, again, I want to say, way of dealing with it. And so that made me feel proud that I actually had courage and like I had strength to push through it. So yeah, just realizing that on top of keeping a promise to yourself definitely made it better. And I suggest you try it out as well if you're going through something, and if you're like me, if you're a person who's used to dealing with things by drinking. I thought to myself that I don't want to be that anymore. Like, I want to drink because, not because I feel the need for it, but because, I don't know, I'm somewhere with friends or the vibe is good, and, you know, I'm not drinking out of desperation and bad emotions and to drown like bad things. And I did. Still sucks. I'm still going through it, but I feel like this experience that I'm having right now is definitely more real. Is definitely more, definitely healthier. And I'm, you know, I sort of want to like pat myself on the shoulder a little bit that, you know, I'm doing my best. So yeah, like, sorry, I didn't mean to, obviously, like, if this video finds you in a good mood and, like, you're enjoying your day, but you're coming to my channel, like, you're watching this and you're like, ugh. I'm sorry if I made you think of the sad things, but on the other hand, it's my channel and it reflects whatever I'm going through in life. And so today I thought about talking about something that's very, like, urgent to me right now, I guess, and it's going through things sober. And sort of by making this video, acknowledging the fact that I'm dealing with it and like I'm going through it. And it's not gonna last forever. It's gonna suck now for some time, but it's gonna be fine. Also, talking about it on camera, I guess, helps a little bit. Just talking about it in general. Yeah, that's another thing that you should, if you could relate to me, if you're going through something right now, something difficult in your life, talk it out. If you don't have a friend to listen to, if you don't have a therapist, pick up a camera and be like me. Be this crazy person who is like venting to their camera. Honestly, there's nothing crazy about it. Everybody's doing that nowadays, so I don't feel shame. I don't feel, I wanted to say guilt, but maybe I feel a bit guilty. But it's not related to filming, anyhow. Going through things sober is, you know, actually I was talking to my therapist about it. It was kind of funny, and she really liked my little like association that I drew, or like a little comparison, that when you make a difficult decision and you know it's gonna suck, but you still have to do it, and you decide to do it sober, that's like going in for a fucking biopsy or colonoscopy and not like taking any painkillers, not taking any anesthesia. But I don't think if people do anesthesia when they do a colonoscopy or biopsy. Anyhow, my whole point is that it's a very unpleasant process, right? But you're going into the doctors for your health. Like, you know, it's for your benefit. You know, it's for your health. In the long term, it's something that you have to do. But it's gonna suck so much in the moment, and it's gonna hurt so much in the moment. But you still go and do it. And, you know, I feel like the worst part, like, not anticipation is the wrong word, but like that period of time when you decide to do something and then you do it, and then in the middle, like, you know, it's coming, it's like, it's lingering, you know, it's gonna happen. That's the worst part. I feel like after, once you do it, you know, the pain is over, sort of the most painful moment is gone. And like, you're just dealing with the aftermath. Like, it still hurts, but not as much. That's still better than like knowing that it's ahead of you and you have to do it, to go in for this mental, emotional colonoscopy. I'm sorry if it's really disgusting. If you're eating right now, I'm so sorry that I'm like making you imagine things right now. But that's, I feel like that's the best comparison I can draw for what I'm going through right now. So I already went through all the unpleasant treatments, let's say. I'm recovering. Yeah, I just thought of another example. Like, you have to pop the pimple, or like you have like a, like, what's the word? Like the shit that gets accumulated in the place in your body where it was injured or infected, and there's this mucus. That's the word. That mucus accumulates and it stinks, and you have to let it out. But when you're letting it out, it really hurts like a motherfucker. But when you do, it's still sore and it still hurts. But you're gonna get better. Like, the worst part is over. That's it. That's me for today. Nothing incredibly inspirational. Nothing incredibly like motivating today, I guess, because I don't really feel motivated, or I've been sort of trying to keep it together for the past week. Recently, I actually implemented this rule for myself. Well, recently, like maybe a couple months ago, where I allow myself to drink only over the weekend. Because before, it would be crazy. Like, I could honestly go on benders and like drink every single day. Now it's definitely better. Hopefully soon. I haven't decided when yet, but I'm gonna do like a little detox, like I did last year, where I would not drink or smoke or like take anything for, I don't know, an extended period for an extended period of time, like a week or a month, or not a week, like a month or 3 months. 3 months, I think, was the longest I ever did, but yeah, it was. I remember it was being very liberating. But nonetheless, what I'm doing now is sort of similar, where I allow myself to drink only over the weekend. And it really, like, it helps me clear my head a lot. Like, the fact that I have this sort of rule to fall back on, whenever I feel like, ooh, I would really like a nice full glass of red wine right now. But then this voice in my head is like, girl, remember what you promised to yourself? We're not drinking today because it's Wednesday. So yeah, it definitely helped. I hate to admit that all these things, like being disciplined and keeping yourself in check and in balance, they're not fun, but they're definitely beneficial in the long run. I hate being an adult, man. You're emotionally regulating and paying taxes and all that shit. Okay. You see how I am right now? I feel very like, capricna. I don't know how to say that in English. I forgot the word. I feel like a teenager today. Actually, what's funny is that when this unpleasant thing had to happen, it was also the first day of my period. So I physically was destroyed, and then I emotionally was destroyed as well. And on top of that, I was sober, so I was going through all that pain sober. Okay, I mean, I definitely took some painkillers for my period cramps, but like obviously nothing else. And it still hurt like a motherfucker. If you're a girl with really painful periods, you'll understand where I'm coming from. Anyhow, enough of sad yaps today. I just thought, it cannot all be motivational and positive all the time. So here you are, a little bleh, like a little sad bleh, which is fine. I mean, I'm a human being. I don't need to tell myself that. I know that. Like, I'm a person. I go through shit. It's life. It cannot always be nice. Whose track was it from? Was it Kanye? I don't remember. All right, that's it for me. Please wish me well in the comments. I would really appreciate it. Yeah, that's it. Have a wonderful day. Or not. No, have a wonderful day. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.